Good day, grade 12s. I'm Heinrich Neetling, and I'll be the presenter today. Welcome to Mathematical Literacy lesson, and today we will focus on the metric system. Now, you may wonder why the metric system. Now, before we get into that, let me ask you something interesting. Did you know that the metric system developed for the first time at the end of the 18th century during the French Revolution is a decimal system of measuring? Well, that's a thought you can chew on. Now, you may wonder, why are we here this afternoon? Okay, we will focus in this lesson today on, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to do conversions and calculations involving metric units of, first of all, length and distance, mass, volume, and temperature. Now, grade 12s, in order for us to do certain sums, you need to have prior knowledge. So what are those prior knowledge that you need to have at this moment in time? So today we will be looking at skills and concepts taught in grade 11. So what are those skills and concepts? You must be able to identify the metric system. You must know the basic prefixes associated with the metric system. And also you must understand how to convert from one metric unit to another. Also, you must have an idea of the history of number systems. As you know by now, we have the metric system, and in further lessons we look at the imperial system. And then also you must have knowledge of everyday language. For example, if you go to school, you don't say that I'm going to walk 5 million millimeters, for example, but you'll rather say I'm going to travel 5 kilometers. Then also, grade 12s, abbreviation commonly used. That will be, for example, kilometers, the abbreviation will be km. If I look at milligrams, we'll use mg. And then, for example, milliliters will be ml. So that are the pre-knowledge that we expect you to have at this moment in time. Now, moving forward, if you look, today, as I've indicated, we look at the metric system. So what can you expect? Conversions involving calculations of length and distance, also mass and weight. Then we'll look at volume, and then conversions and calculations involving temperature. Now, I would like us quickly to also look at certain terminology, words that you should know, the language we'll use in this lesson. So, the metric system, that's an international system of units. The abbreviation that we use is SI, and it was officially adopted as a system of measurement all around the world, except, of course, for the USA, Burma, and Liberia. Examples of units that we use is centimeters, seconds, and grams. That's just a few examples that we use. Now, before we continue, let's quickly look at the pre-knowledge that you should have. So don't be scared or uneasy. Remember, this is just to test your pre-knowledge. So let's look at what we can expect. So grade 12s, what is the basic unit of temperature used in South Africa? Right, I'm sure you're right. That is degrees Celsius, right? Then second basic knowledge question here, how many millimeters is there in 1 centimeter? Now at this moment in time, if you have your ruler with you, you'll see, look at the calibrations, right? So we have centimeters, we have millimeters. And if you look at the small calibrations between 0 and 1, for example, that will indicate your millimeters. So you'll see on there, you'll have 10 of those small lines, and it will add up to 1. So therefore, we can say that 10 millimeters equals to 1 centimeter. Then grade 12s, if you look at the last question here, write the abbreviation KL in full. Now, you will know when we work with water tariffs, for example, this abbreviation you'll see all the time. Now, this abbreviation is called kiloliters. Grade 12s, just to give you a bit of background, let's quickly go on a short break. After the break, when we're back, we'll do some real mathematics. Thank you.